amid the pressures of the coronavirus pandemic and economic struggles, the need for more charity is growing as many NGOs are left needy. Shortly, at the back of the much anticipated Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping frenzy, the annual Giving Tuesday will be taking place tomorrow. That's the 30th of November. Among the long list of people and entities driving this campaign in over 70 countries worldwide is Give and Gain. The Foundation's Jannie Smith is joining us now to tell us a little bit more how we can pay it forward. Mr. Smith, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. I guess there's never been a time like this one ever in our lifetime, all of us, with living through the pandemic, that every act of kindness is important as we connect with human beings. I mean, giving has never become more important.
Absolutely. As a South African, I think we all know that the charities in South Africa have a big challenge in keeping their doors open. But the past, I would say, 18 months have been especially hard in the charitable market. And a lot of the traditional money spinners, like gold days and face-to-face events, have simply gone out the door with lockdown. And then funding streams have really dried up for charities. And so it's been very challenging for everyone.
Yeah, so what are you asking South Africans to do this time around? I mean, we are coming out of Black Friday, which has been running practically throughout the month of November. And of course, you had the Cyber Monday, and tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. What are you asking us to do?
Right, yes. The date of Giving Tuesdays is absolutely very specific. As you mentioned, first, you would go and do a lot of shopping with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but Giving Tuesday was created globally to also invite anyone out there to spend a day parting with their well-earned funds in their wallet specifically for charity. So it's actually become the largest day of global giving every year, and so it's a wonderful day where people have the good excuse to go and support their favorite charity financially.
So people can do that directly? I mean, are there platforms available? I know we live in the pandemic. There are in South Africa, for example, platforms like forgood.co.za and many others, and yours as well. So people can use those kind of virtual platforms as well to show their kindness? Absolutely.
We've actually seen an increase last year of 300% on Give and Gain by individuals donating to charity. Because it was lockdown and because people cannot or couldn't go to their charity and hand over checks, for example, or cash to their charity. So they used online mechanisms. And that's actually great to see how people are using technology to still support their charities. And as you said, there are a number of ways. Online is one of them. If you would like to use technology and you're comfortable from that, the advantage of that is that you actually can do that from anywhere in the world. And we have a lot of expats sitting in the UK, sitting in the USA, but still have a passion for charity here in South Africa. So a global or an online platform like Give and Gain is actually fantastic to give in dollar and give in pound. If you are local and you are close to your charity, yes, they can obviously still give cash, but also do EFTs and things like that, or even inquire whether they need anything in specific, like a product or anything that you can donate.
What about if they require something not tangible, like a skill or support? I'm just going to use an example. They want to create an awareness campaign, and you are a very good communications person. Could you volunteer to help in that way as well? Does Give and Gain accept that?
We actually are a foundation that also works as in a fundraising advisory capacity. So we are actually available if anyone would like to help a charity out there, or a charity have any questions, and we can sit with them and connect and brainstorm some ideas on who we can connect, maybe if there are some donors out there, and work with some charities. But I think it's actually a great idea that why limit yourself only to online donations or cash? If you do have a skill and you would like to volunteer, that is a fantastic way to also help your charity out there. It may be that they need that actually more. And that actually touches on something similar to our annual Mandela Day, where it's a day of volunteering, and where a lot of professionals actually also go and share their skill. So why not do that also tomorrow if you would prefer not to give financially? That's a great idea.
Yeah, Give and Gain is a global movement, as you've said, and you are the regional manager here in South Africa for the Give and Gain Foundation. Are there particular causes you're concerned about this year? We've had over 20 months, nearly 2 years of lockdowns and COVID-19. Yes, we are now under level 1 in South Africa, but we've got a new variant. Are there particular causes that you would encourage people to consider, especially tomorrow as we head into December?
Well, I can tell you that what our data is showing is that especially this year, the top 10 charities on the Give and Gain platform that have Giving Tuesday campaigns are all getting donations, and they're all working with kids in disadvantaged communities and in areas. So clearly there's a big need for education and things that support learners and in South Africa, and also just very basic needs to help young kids in rural areas with food and things like that. And we can see that the donors are stepping up to support especially these two needs in South Africa. So especially this year, it seems that we've come to a time in the charitable era where there's really a lot of need for these two specific parts.
So it's mostly children and in education and who need support. But Jannie, I can't let you go without asking you this. Generally, even pre-COVID-19 days, you hear about this time of the year. While we call it the festive season, for many people it's a tough time because either their loved ones, they're far from home, or they don't have the wherewithal, and people want to give so that they lift their festive spirit of sorts. Does Giving and Gain also encourage that from tomorrow, to consider that?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great idea to look at Giving Tuesday tomorrow as maybe the start of your festive season giving for the next 30 days. You have every day you could have an opportunity to support a charity from anywhere in the world. Traditionally, December makes up a third of all the donations that a charity will receive throughout the year. So it really is the season for online or for giving in that way. And as you said, especially if you are far away from your loved ones, why not do that and share that with them? And hashtag Giving Tuesday is a perfect example for this. If you haven't done any festive season shopping yet, why don't you be cheeky and make a donation in the name of your sister or your brother for a charity that that they would love, and put it under the Christmas tree and share that with them as well.